Welcome to this video. My name is Iba, and in this video I want to share why I don't take any drugs. And you may question why would I make this video, but it has a reason, so really important. So first of all, why do I make this video? It's because I was always thinking when I grew up that people take drugs who are like super weird or like have green hair. But then as I grow up, I realized how common it is for people to take substances in order to deal with other people, deal with life stressors, or manage life in some ways. So drugs are like alcohol or cigarettes or magic mushrooms or cocktails or other drugs, of course. So, or weed also. So all of this are drugs and they do affect you. And in this video I want to share why I don't take any of those. So in which areas that I came across that I noticed people taking drugs is first of all traveling. So when I was traveling, especially in Thailand, like when you go to Koh Phangan, I just went there because I was like curious about spirituality and also about the nature of it. So Koh Phangan and is in Thailand, an island, and there are so many people take substances, and I take it because I want to reach spiritual enlightenment or something like that. And it's just, for me, it's super sad to watch because there's so much danger in drugs, and I think that in social media many people they minimize the they minimize what drugs can actually have effects on your brain. So for example, if you take certain substances like magic mushrooms or something like that, first of all, sometimes you don't know what goes into it, and second of all, it can change your brain structure. And it really scared me because I watched so there's a YouTuber that I watched many years ago, and I really liked him because he advocated for animal rights. And now I just randomly came across a couple of years later his videos, and it was just, yeah, you could see his, in my opinion, demise in a way, that he took a lot of those drugs, and you could see it now when he makes a video, he's talking, but it makes, in my opinion, no sense what he's talking. So I think it's just really sad how drugs can really affect your brain in some ways. And then I think for many people, they really have to be aware that they don't just start to live in a different reality. Yeah, so it's really scary, and I think that some people, they use drugs to get more spiritual, but in my opinion, you cannot get enlightened through a substance. I think it's so much more beneficial if you actually go through that hard journey of life to do to actually learn about spirituality in a way. And yeah, so I think that always when people want to take the shortcut, the same with my coaching, I could, like, what I do is I want to help people with their health through nutrition. So my approach is always, I don't just want to say to people, hey, take this pill and you will be happy or healthy, but I actually, because it just doesn't work like that. Instead, I say, yes, let's change and let's go on this long journey of actually changing your habits, changing your subconscious beliefs so that you can live a healthier life. And it's just one habit change after another. Like, it's a long transition. And I think that some people who want to have a shortcut, they think it works, but usually it just doesn't work. And yeah, and it was just like this YouTuber, it just really shocked me in a way because he was also then, yeah, he's like the best and he knows how it's doing. And for me, that's not that's not spirituality. Like, for me, true people who are like spiritual in a good way, in my opinion, they don't have so much ego, they have a lot of compassion, they want to help other people, and like, I'm not there. Like, I still have so much ego and I'm working on myself, but that's really what I admire in people, if they are just humble and if they want to help other people. Yeah, I think the most spiritual person is not really the person who screams the loudest, but who is just there and quiet and helpful. And yeah, so that is really important. I think that you cannot reach spirituality through substances. And I think then what do you do if, like, what is it an accomplishment if you took a substance and then you're enlightened? Is it, for me it's not an accomplishment. So that's the first area. It's just spirituality where some people take substances. The next one is entrepreneurship, and that one shocked me as well. But it's just entrepreneurship. There you come across people who really want to optimize productivity, but probably they take it too far. So they take certain substances in order to become as productive as possible and like that. But then again, you have to think, is your, like, you have to prioritize, is your company more important than yourself? Do you have to sacrifice yourself for your company? And I think it's really important to realize, no, you matter too. So you sleeping enough, or you eating healthy, and you just being a normal human being, it's important too. So I think that's really important. And also, there are some people in entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship in many ways it is connected, your business is connected to your personal growth. So I think that many entrepreneurs, they want to obviously you have to overcome a lot of limiting beliefs and a lot of trauma, etc., etc. And I think that again, some people in entrepreneurship, they want to take they take self-optimization, and they have it just too much. They just want it as far, as fast as possible. And there's some danger in it that you take to certain to certain substances that they think would help them with their self-optimization. But it's really, really important to come back and to realize, okay, no, it will take me a certain amount of time to unblock all of those limiting beliefs so that I can have a better business, and that is okay too. So yeah. And the last area that I came across with people taking drugs was when it comes to healing and therapy. And again, some people, I think they want to take the shortcut. And I'm not saying that certain substances, they don't help certain people with certain traumatic experiences. But for me, I want to be careful with it. And I personally, for me, want to take the long road, want to take many years of therapy. But because I know, just from my experience also with nutrition and with changing my diet and my lifestyle, it really comes down to little changes in your habits, and when it comes to therapy, changes in your way of thinking to, in my opinion, deal with my trauma. So yeah, so I think that's really important to realize that substances, they can be really, really harmful, and you should be aware of it. And for me, I'm really open to try new things. I'm really curious, and I'm really proud of myself for being so curious, for being so open. But when it comes to substances, I'm just not open at all. I don't want to try, because you never know. Because for some people, for example, they take a substance and they take it once and they never take it again. But for other people, especially I think, in my opinion, for people with maybe traumatic childhood or absent parent or whatever, emotionally unavailable parent, I think that a drug, or that feeling of that drug, it can really impact this person, and then they can get instantly hooked. So I think just be really, really careful, and never fall into peer pressure. If there are other people who say to you, hey, just take it, it's cool, or just because everyone else is doing it, it doesn't mean that you have to do it. So yeah, so that's really, really important for me to just to verbalize it, why I don't take drugs. Because I feel like in some areas it's just so normalized, and it's so it can be so harmful. And I think the last area where I kind of met some people who take substances like alcohol, etc., is to they just want to avoid their feelings, they want to avoid their problems, they just want to stuff things down, and I can get it, especially if you had just traumatic childhood or just traumatic life situations. It really breaks you. So I get it, why people would want to take substances in order to quiet the pain, but it's not the way. I think the way, at least for myself and probably for a lot of people, is to go through the pain and to heal the pain in a way. So so that's why I don't take drugs, and I will never take substances. Yeah, because you never know. I think for some people it like they can get away with it, but for other people it can really destroy them. And so this is the video for today. What is your opinion on substances? Have you tried them? Did you have good or bad experiences with them? What is your opinion on this topic? So thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.